Om Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Satya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam online classes. I think all of you are ready with the energy, because we are talking about energy, magnetic effect of electric current. We are coming to the last portion of this chapter, and we have seen that how a magnet was discovered and its simple properties. Every magnet has two poles, north pole and south pole. A magnet will always come to rest in north-south direction when it is freely suspended, and when iron filings or any other things are brought near it, magnetic substances are brought near it, it attracts, and the attraction is maximum at the poles, minimum at the center. These are all some of the properties of magnet. Also we know that whenever there is a magnet, there will be a field around it. Field means what? The area around a magnet where any other compass needle or a magnetic substance or iron filings, etc., they give some deflection. That is because of the magnetic field. When you say magnetic field, it has got force there. That force is called magnetic force, and that force can be seen by what is called as magnetic lines of force. And these properties also you have seen in the previous class. They always move from north pole to south pole. They do not intersect each other, and the magnetic lines of force are more at the poles, because magnetic field also is more at the poles. These are things we have already seen. Also we have seen that we can prepare magnets by taking a soft iron core, by surrounding it by a insulated copper wire, a passing current. Temporarily it becomes a magnet, and that is called as electromagnet. And electric bell is one of the device which works on electromagnets. Whenever you press the switch, you might have seen in the office, and the bell rings, the principal or any other will say press the switch, so a bell will be ringing at the end of the period. You heard, no? That is the application of electromagnet. And they are also used in cranes to lift the luggages or to load the luggages, like in ships. In ships, the heavy load is done by the help of loading, and unloading is done by the help of electromagnets. And also we have studied about Fleming's left hand rule, the relation between magnetic field and electric field. Whenever there is a magnet, there will be a magnetic field, and hence whenever a magnetic field is there, there will be electrical force, electrical field also will be there, and vice versa. This relation between the magnetic field and electric field is shown by Fleming's left hand rule. Come on, all of you stretch the three fingers, the first three fingers. So the fourth finger shows magnetic field, and the middle finger shows the current, and this shows the moment of the conductor, is it not? And here the three fingers should be kept perpendicular to each other. So that is Fleming's left hand rule, and it is applied in DC, in the motors, and it is one of the important rules as far as the electromagnetic induction is concerned, the relation between magnetic field and electric field. Okay. Also we have seen what is called as electromagnetic induction, Faraday's experiment. When a magnet is introduced into a coil of wire, there will be a current induced, and the rate at which the magnet is introduced, gives the current. So when when you take it inside of the insulated copper wire coil, there will be deflection. If you take it outside, the deflection will be opposite side. When there is no movement, there is no deflection at all, and the rate of change of this magnetic movement of the magnet changes the rate of flow of current also, and hence generators are constructed by this electromagnetic induction. There are two types of generators. One is called AC generator and another is called DC generator. And AC generator, alternate current is produced. In DC generator, direct current is produced. That is one difference. Second difference, in AC generator you have slip rings. In DC generator you have split rings, is it not? And the direction of movement of the current changes alternatively in case of AC. In case of DC, the direction does not change. Okay. So these are the things we already studied in the previous class. Now coming to home assignments, state the principle of an electric generator. It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Electricity is generated by rotating a coil inside a magnetic field. So first you must know what is a generator. Generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Is it not? The mechanical energy can be done by hand or it can be done by the help of a motor. Is it not? And then you get electricity is produced. So that is what is called as electric generator. Name some sources of direct current. Means where do you get direct current? Direct current can be get from cell. Cell is a device which gives a direct current. You might have seen torch, na? In torch you will have cells, and DC generator also gives a direct current. This is used in so many experiments in laboratories, is it not? So this is one of the sources. Coming to sources which produce alternating current, one is AC generator, power plants, means thermal power plant. They all produce what is called as alternating current. Appliances that work on the principle of electromagnetic induction. So there are four answers here. Answer is electric generator. So this works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. For example, kettle works on the heating effect. Bell, principle of electromagnetism. Lamp works on the principle of heating effect, and this works on the electromagnetic induction. Is it not? So this is the home assignment that is given. Now for today we will see some more interesting things. First thing is difference between alternating current and direct current. In household as well as in industrial purposes, alternate current is widely used because the quantity of current that is come in the AC is more than that of DC. The current that flows out from the switch points at home is called AC. So in your house also you might have seen there will be a pole near your house. From the pole the current flows into your house through wires, is it not? And that is AC, it is called alternating current. And the current produced by a battery is called DC, direct current. DC means direct current. So AC can be changed to DC and vice versa. Means you can change the AC current into DC. How to do it? That is by help of rectifier. And some of your house may have what is called as inverter. How many have inverter in house? Yes, inverter is a device which converts DC into AC. So for most of the appliances in home, we want AC. So when the power stops or when the current stops, what do? You connect the inverter. Is it not? What does the inverter do? It converts DC into AC. Okay. So this is one photo of the transformer. What does the transformer do? AC is transmitted from electricity general center to houses and industries through high voltage transformers. So this is one you have already seen it. In some points they keep it from which the electricity is passed through different wires. At the site of the delivery like houses and industries, the voltage is reduced with the help of step down transformer. So when you say transformer, there are two types. One is called step up, another is called step down. So in generating stations, namely say Linganamaki, where the hydroelectricity, electricity produced by flowing water, is it not? There you have step up transformer, and that comes through wires to different parts of the city or town or village, and from that they supply it to the poles, and from the poles it is brought to the home by the help of what is called as step down transformer. So step up and step down. Devices like electric motor that work on AC are stronger than that use DC. So AC current is more stronger than DC. DC generally used for electrolysis. What do you mean electrolysis? It is a process of passing current. For example, you have voltmeters. Device what you use is called voltmeter. In voltmeter there will be what is called as copper plates. This you are going to study again. So there will be copper plates and they take a copper sulfate solution. So copper plates kept in copper sulfate solution, so pure copper is deposited at the cathode. Okay, so this process is called electrolysis. Here DC current is used. This is what is called battery, positive, negative. This is called key or switch. These are the copper plates. This is copper sulfate solution. So this process of passing electric current through a electrolyte. Here solution what you are getting is called electrolyte. Suppose it is copper sulfate, you must take solution or molten state, or it may be sodium chloride solution. So most of the acids, bases and salts also in solution or molten state by which current can be passed through it. And when you pass current, it dissociates into ions, about which you are going to study later, okay. And in making electromagnets also, DC can be used. So that is the one more difference of AC and DC. Third difference, DC of same voltage is AC. DC of same voltage as AC is more dangerous because in DC direction of flow of current does not change. In DC the direction is same. I think I have shown you last time. AC means direction of current go on changing with the time. So you find some changes, means both up and down you get. But in case of DC, the direction of flow of current will be same. There is no change. This is DC. Okay. Only above the graph. Here it is above and below. They are both plus and minus you can take. Here only plus. So there is no change in the direction, whereas there is a change in this. This is what is called cycles, and therefore we use the word frequency. Frequency means cycles per second. So this from here to here is called as one cycle, and it is measured by the unit called hertz, named after the scientist, Hz, denoted by Hz. So this is another difference between AC and DC. This is AC, this is DC. There is no change in the direction. Okay. And coming to the last one here, where a thick wire has to be installed, several thin wires are coiled together to form a thick wire, which is not the case with DC. So in AC, a thick wire has to be passed. So for thick wire, what they do? They pass, small thin wires are twisted. Sometimes they do above also, but nowadays they all do these wires below the earth surface. Below the earth surface, distribution of electric energy for household purposes. In the power plants, the electricity produced from hydroelectricity or thermal energy, etc., usually 11 kV, kilovolts, and 50 hertz. Hertz means what? Cycles per second. One cycle per second is called as hertz. So 11 kV and 50 hertz. And it may be from hydroelectricity, means electricity produced from moving water, or it may be from thermal energy, means from the burning coal. You can get the electricity also. That is what is called thermal power plants. So there are 11 kVs and 50 hertz of AC current to be produced, and is distributed in two ways, divided as transmission system and distribution system. Transmission means it is transmitted, and then it should be distributed in a systematic way. And this is one small figure of that. So this is a power generation station. Here G is generator. So electricity generation center is having 11 kV. What is kV? Kilovolt. And they use a transformer called step up transformer. So 11 kV is upgraded into 132 kV. That is 12 times. That is a device here, that is called transformer. A transformer is a device which changes the power through electromagnetic induction from one system to another. So there is a change here. Okay. And there will be what is called as electric poles, and there will be wires here. You might have seen on the roadside also, you will see this type of wires, is it not? And when they come to a particular village or town, they use what is called step down transformer. So this 132 kg is reduced to 3.3 kV, and then it is still reduced, and this is a local power plant, means it may be a house or a factory, and then it is distributed to different houses or factories like that. that is called step down transformer. Here it is step up transformer, it is step down transmitter. When I say step down, step up, etc., I am reminded of an incident. You want to hear? How many want to become IAS? Yeah, of course, all cannot become IAS, okay? Some can become. There was one question, and this IAS interview was in the 4th floor. Are you understanding? There was an interview for IAS, just in between, just for change, okay? You want to hear now? Okay. So, on the 4th floor there was an interview, and all the candidates, what you call, want to appear for IAS were in the down store or ground floor. So, they have gone to the 4th floor. When their turn comes, they will be called their names, like Mohana, Vasudeva, Sadashiva, and so on. When the name is called, they have to come to the particular chamber. There will be questions. The questions may be general questions, it may be about subjects, science, commerce, arts, etc. And it will be some practical questions also. So, very interesting will be there. IAS interviews are very, very tough. In one such interview, one of the candidates was asked a question, and the question is, how many steps you have climbed up to come to this floor? That question he didn't expect at all. He was not prepared. He referred so many books while before coming to that interview. But this question, I think you are following, I will repeat the question. I told it is in the 4th floor. So, that interviewer asked him, how many steps you have come up? What answer will you give? Nobody will count, no, usually they don't count, and some of them will come by lift. Is it not? And a beautiful answer given by candidate is, the number of steps I am going down, same number of steps I have come up also. Perfect answer. He was selected in the interview. Are you following? Number of steps going down is equal to number of steps I came up. So, here also when you say step up, step down, when you say step up means increasing the voltage, step down means decreasing the voltage, because this 132 kV is not required for a house or a factory, etc. So, it should be reduced. That is done by a device called transformer. It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction, okay, and that is how the energy is distributed. The electric generating center, by using step up transformer, voltage is converted from 11 kV to 132. The electricity reaches homes and villages of 220 volts and 50 hertz. So, when it comes to the village or the homes or factories, it will be reduced. So, check your switchboards in your home after this class, not now, don't get up now. Now, you sit and hear what I am telling. There it is written as 220 V and 50 hertz. Hertz is nothing but cycles per second, that is a unit for frequency, okay. And the distribution system is the arrangement which provides power from substation to the consumer. So, this is substation. Substation may be a village center or a town center somewhere, and that is supplied to what I call feeders, feeder 1, feeder 2, etc., etc. And this is what is called a service main. So, the main, what it comes to substation, is distributed to different houses or factories, etc. through the help of service main, and this is what is called as ring system. There are two type of distributions. One is called ring system. Distribution system is the arrangement which provides the power from substation to the consumer. It involved feeder distributions. This is called feeder distributions, and sub-distributors and service mains using mostly the ring system of distribution. So what happens by this system, if there is any fault in one of the poles or distribution, other poles are not disturbed. Suppose one feeder there is a mistake, some short circuit or something, second feeder will not be disturbed. So that is why this ring system is usually used. So these are the different colors of wires we use. So red color represents live wire, green color represents earth wire, blue color represents neutral wire. This is one way of representing. So you might have seen in the wiring system. So in household circuits they use this. Till the poles near our houses, electricity reaches through the distribution system. So they come in wires. You might have seen some sound also will be coming, and especially because of this systems only, nowadays we don't get sparrows. It is said that the sparrows, pigeons, etc. are peacemakers, and people used to feed them, used to have it then home, because they are peace lovers. Because of these wiring systems, that too nowadays mobile towers, there is no sparrows now, already they are gone off. Even pigeons also very less, because two wires from the poles come out to our houses. Among these, one wire is called phase. You might have heard the word single phase, triple phase, etc., etc. Is it not? So other one is called neutral. So you can call it as a red. I just now telling you, red color stands for live wires, green stands for earth, blue stands for neutral. Especially there are two type of systems. One is called lighting system and it is called heating system. In a heating system there will be three wires: live wire, neutral wire and earth wire. So in the phase wire the voltage is 220 volts, while the neutral the voltage is 0, same as that of the earth. Usually the phase wire has a red color over it, and while neutral wire has insulation of any color other than red or green. Here it is blue we have shown. So these are the wires, and this is the color of the skin. And why you want color? Just to identify them, which is neutral, which is live. Okay, so there is color combination. Now coming to circuit, what is done in a house, before building a house, now they will have a plan, and in that plan they will mark out how many points. These are called points, namely bulb, fan, heater, etc., etc. They are called points. And how do you get current for that points? First thing is, there are two type of wires, you might have seen it. L stands for live wire and N stands for neutral wire. So it should pass through what is called as fuse, about which I will tell you afterwards. So there will be a fuse wire, it should pass through that, and it comes to what is called as meter. All of your house you might have seen one black meter, right? And in that there one wheel will going around. Have you seen it? Okay. So that is called as meter. and that meter is connected to a main switch, and it will have L and N. You might have seen how to on it. If you pull it down, it becomes off. Pull it up, it becomes on, isn't it? So what happens when you just on it, connection takes place, it will pass through one more fuse here, and this will go to the next room, and in the house the main switch is connected to what are called a bulb, and this is a device of say heating or something, battery, and this is fan. Like that you can have any number of gadgets, and this is called as earth wire. Earth wire is connected to earth. So you can make out here, see this wire is shown like this. It represents, you should not cross this, this is a line going off. So S1, S2, S3, all of them are connected to the earth wire. So here they are connected to the earth. So this is one figure showing the household circuit. So this is the meter, it is very important, and fuse also is very important, and you might have seen the KEB or HEB or MEB, etc. What is KEB? Karnataka Electricity Board. MEB? Mangalore Electricity Board. HEB? Hubli Electricity Board. They will send one lineman to your house. On a fixed day, he will come there. He will not talk to you. He will just straight away goes to the meter board and marks the meter. Next month again he will come. He will find out one more reading. Difference of the two we will see. That he will note down. That is what is called as unit. So 1 kilowatt hour is called 1 unit, and that is how the bill will come for you. They will mention how many units of current has been used, and I was just now telling you there are two types of circuits. One is called light circuit, another is called heating circuit. This lighting circuit will have two phase, and heating system will have three phase. So lighting and heating. Lighting means what? See, all the bulb, tube light, etc. are called lighting systems. Heating means what? Boiler, iron box, etc. So these are the what is called as circuits. And heating system should compulsorily to connect it to earth. That's why it is called 3-pin plug. Here it is 2-pin plug. Note the correct difference, or you can say 2 phase, and this is 3 phase. Even for grinding machine also you want 3 phase, mixers, grinders, boilers, all this 3 phase, that is heating system, and that is compulsorily connected to earthing. And this is what you see inside a switch in your house, or what you say as a switchboard, or what you call it. So inside the houses, wiring is done in parallel mode. There are two types of putting. One is a series mode and a parallel mode. What is the advantage here? When lights and appliances in a room, it does not affect the strength of the current in another room. Suppose something goes wrong in a room, say a fan or light, it will not affect to the other room because they are parallel. They are kept separate. The distribution is separate. Whereas if you make it series, one light if it goes means the whole building there will be no light at all. So if we use another wire that has green colored insulation, and it is called earth wire, all the appliances connected to the earth. See here, This is called earth wire, green color, and this blue color is called neutral, and live is this color, red color. So, three kinds of wire will be there, and this is what you see in your house also, in 3-pin plug. Inside that sockets you have these three colors, and this wire will go to earthing, about which we will see now. Okay. Now we will see how to save energy. For that, what Baba says, sealing on desires. And what is sealing on desires? Don't waste time. I will tell one rhyming song, okay? You note down. Let me see how many will repeat afterwards. Time is precious. Come on, repeat. Act is gracious. In the world so vicious, let's be cautious. So, we are not supposed to waste time. The time once spent will not come back. Suppose today's date is say 17th of September, this date will not come again. So, every second you must make use of the time. And also Baba says, don't waste money. Money comes and goes, morality comes and grows. So, money is something you should be spent properly, okay? And don't waste food. Most of you will be wasting food. By desire you will have this, that, and then you waste the food. And lastly, don't waste energy. Energy need not be electrical only. Of course, electrical energy you can save. That we will see next, how to save the electric energy. And even the talking too much is also waste of energy. But talk little with a sweet, soft voice. We shout for silly things, you will be losing energy. That is what Satya Sai Baba says, sealing on desires. Now let us see how the energy can be saved. It may be water energy, it may be light energy, it may be electrical energy, etc. You should know how to save this, or in other words, you are not supposed to waste it. This is called sealing on desires. Okay. Now let us see how to save electric energy. Electricity is used in a careful and safe manner. It is the largest and most convenient form of energy. If one uses it carelessly, it will become causing death. You might have heard electric shocks taking place. So, you should use it carefully. It is a convenient form of energy, means you can produce it in large scale. Even from atomic energy also you can produce. From moving water, hydroelectricity you can produce, or from the coal, thermal power plant also you can produce by different means. But if it is misused, it will lead to death also. Next, before working with electricity, one should ensure that it is AC or DC current. So, DC of the same voltage of AC is more dangerous. So, it leads to so many dangers. So, you should be careful. Do not touch the electricity supply wires with your bare hands. One may even die due to shock from current. Then what you must do? You must use a gloves, or you must use a slippers, or you must stand on the wooden plank, etc., etc. So, care must be taken, okay? Even while ironing also, better you stand up on the wooden plank. How many know ironing of clothes? Okay, some of you know it. But better you stand on wooden planks, because That iron box now, it gives a wattage of about 1000 watts. So if that 1000 watts of current passes through our body, it leads to shocks, and sometimes it may lead to death also. So you should be careful that there are no short circuit. Okay. One more thing is, always ensure that the main supply is switched off before working on electric circuits. Use rubber gloves for hands and shoes, and separate a device when it is necessary to work on live circuits. Suppose something goes wrong in the circuit, you must use gloves, or before that you must switch off the main switch. If in household wiring, always use good quality wires of proper thickness and insulation. All the material should be ISI marked. What is ISI? Indian Standard Instrument. Even for food also, you might have seen, there will be ISI mark. So always select items of ISI mark. So note the expansion, Indian Standard Instrument. You might have heard about Indian Standard Time, IST. This is ISI. So quality, good quality you must see. Wires or any devices must see of good quality. Ensure that a miniature circuit board, MCB, is there, or at least a fuse is there. Fuse or MCB is to be taken where a appropriate load capacity is present, neither more nor less. And next one is, all the switches can be switched off by simply closing the single large main switch, so that current flow in all appliances is cut off in an emergency. So when a problem comes, you must switch off the mains, is it not? For example, in a heater or a boiler, if there is some short circuit, main, you must off the main first, then you must see what has happened. In washing machine also, you should be careful. So whenever there is leakage of current, you must switch off the mains. So what are the accidents that take place in electricity? First one is leakage of current. It occurs through bare wires in contact with a metallic surface, and the voltage will increase. Suppose there is a wire, open wire, if it comes in contact with a metallic surface, what happens? There will be leakage of current, and this is a common experience for all of you, short circuits, and many of you got shocks also. There may not be any boy or girl without shocks. Short circuit means what? Is somehow the main and neutral wire come in contact. Neutral wire and main, if they come in contact to each other, there will be a huge spark will take place. You might have seen chat 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 sound coming. That is because of the connection between main and neutral. So that leads to what is called as short circuit. And sometimes there will be overload also. For every this one there will be proper quantity of electricity. So our appliances are connected to the same circuit. There is an overload in the circuit. During summer, when the demand of electricity increases, transformers often burn due to extra load. Usually, in a transformer there will be written as 11,000 volts and 11 kV, you can say. If the load with the distribution will become more, then what happens? There will be what is called as overload. In some functions and all, there will be lot of energy is being used to different parts. That is what is called as overload, more than the capacity. Even while eating also, some of you make overload in the Ganesha festival and some other festivals. There will be lot of dishes, enjoy it. So you go on eating, pushing inside. So it becomes overload. What happens? Either ulta or palta. So there will be vomiting come out. It may be dysentery also. Is it not? That is because of overloading, overeating it is called. Always you should be careful while eating also. You should know your capacity. To that capacity only you must eat, okay? Similar in electricity we call the word overloading. Okay? So these are the three possibilities where accidents occurs. And so this is a beautiful photo of what is called as electric fuse. So it is a safety device. In all the houses, MCB also will be there and this fuse also will be there. What is the speciality of the fuse? It is made up of a wire made out of lead and tin, and it has got lower melting point and high resistance. So what is lower melting point? Melting point is a point at which a solid melts. For example, ice if you take, it starts melting at 0. Is it not? So melting point starts melting. So here also it is made up of two metals, alloy of two metals, namely lead and tin. This alloy, the speciality is that its melting point is very less. So what happens? If there is a more supply of current, it gets burnt off. And what happens if it is burnt off? All the devices in the home are kept safe. And there are some villagers, I have seen it in my own eyes. They think that the fuse wire will be going every now and then. So let us put a thick wire. That is nonsense. Dangerous also. Be careful. You should not do that. So you must not take a thick wire. You should take a very thin wire. And that is special only. And that burning of wire is very, very important. Whenever there is excess of current, the wire gets burnt off and all the fan, light, radio, TV, everything will be safe. So this is a safety device. So due to this, if current in a circuit increases above a particular point, the fuse wire gets heated up and burnt off. Due to this, the whole circuit is saved from burning. It's a safety. So this is the outer portion of that. So this is made up of what is called as porcelain. I think how many know how to put fuse wire? Okay, many of you know it, right? There will be a thin wire, you have to connect it to the two end points and you have to fix it up. So what is called as, this is called sockets made out of porcelain sockets. And inside that you have what is called as fuse wire, and this fuse wire is made up of lead and tin, thin wire. That will be inside that. You have to tighten up and fix it again. Here is a switch. Now it is off. If you bring it down, it will become on. Okay. So this is what is called as the box, fuse box, what do you call it. So one of the safety devices of the electrical circuits. One more is called MCB, that is miniature circuit breaker. So it there is no need of putting a fuse here. Advantage is automatically it gets off. When there is a more power, you might have seen it. Nowadays, every house will have this MCB. It is self-regulatory. You need not do anything for that. Automatically it stops and saves the circuit from overloading. There is a more supply of current, it gets a switch off like that. So MCB is prepared for different shapes varying in use from small to large appliances, saving them from high voltage. So whenever there is high voltage, you might have seen, suddenly it jumps off. Then what you must do? Again you must go to the place there and bring it down. So it is a automatic fuse, you can say, that is called as miniature circuit breaker. What is circuit here? Electric circuit. Okay. So when there is excess of current, that will be controlled by MCB. One more thing is, which we are just now discussing, earth wire. And there is a precaution to be avoid shocks. There is another wire called as, other than the phase. In phase there will be two types. One is plus and minus, and one more will be there with a neutral wire, and which is called as earth wire. The metallic end of the appliances is connected to one end of this wire, other end is attached to copper plate buried deep in the ground. Thus the body of all electric appliances is of the same potential difference that of the earth. So this is what is defined as the circuit board, and this is where you find fault. And if you touch it, there will be a mild shock, and that shock is due to what is called as earthing defect. So this will go to earth. And what is kept there in earth? How many have seen it? Okay. In construction of all the houses, the earthing is 100% compulsory. There will be one, you might have seen it, there will be a cylindrical pipe, usually GI pipe, galvanized pipe, and there will be wire. One is called as neutral wire and another is phase wire. So this neutral wire is connected to earth. What they do there? They make a big pit, say about 4 feet or 5 feet depth, depending on the current, and they use what is called as charcoal or salt, mix up the two, and this earthing wire is buried inside that pit, and then they cover it after putting charcoal and salt. What does they do? They take the charges. So that is called as earthing wire, which is very important in all the heating circuits. Heating circuits. And what is heating and lighting? Lighting circuit will be about 5 amps of current. Heating circuit will be about 15 amps. And this lighting circuit will be about 2 phases. And heating circuit is about 3 phases. So all the 3 phase devices should be transferred to the earth, and that is what is called as earthing or grounding also they call it. Okay, and this is a very important thing. Now just let us revise the whole chapter. Let us try to some activities to see how much you can remember this chapter. So some 1 or 2 matching game. You have to match for example, what do you call these things? Changes mechanical energy into electric energy. Out of this you must select and match. So mechanical into electrical, let us see what is the answer. It is called generator. Okay. Appliance that converts high voltage to low voltage. High voltage to low voltage. You have step down transformer. Suppose it is low to high, step up transformer. Principle stating that by changing the magnetic field, current is also produced. That is called as electromagnetic induction, found out by Michael Faraday. Made up of silicon and tin. Actually, it is alloy of lead and tin. Lead and tin, alloy of lead and tin. That is what is called as fuse wire for the safety device. So, this is the correct answer for the questions. Okay, is it nice? Okay, you can also do it like this. And then the second question, you have multiple choice. Let us try some of the multiple choice questions. First question, electric fuse should have the following combination of melting point and resistance: high resistance and low melting point, low resistance and high melting point, high resistance and high melting point, low resistance and low melting point. Answer is A, high resistance and melting point. Second question, which wire saves appliances from damage among those that come to our homes? So, you must tell the appliances which saves us from damage, and answer is, you can say, you can think and answer this yourself. Okay, that is the second question. Now coming to home assignment, fuse wire is made up of, out of these four answers, one is correct. You must tell what it is: silicon and tin, tin and zinc, tin and nickel, tin and aluminum. Okay, give 3 reasons of accidents caused by electricity. Reasons you must tell. Sometimes while touching the electrical appliances, we get a shock. Why does this happen? Thank you.